My girlfriend said, I want to be independent. Stop doing everything for me. I said, okay. What she faced without my support made her realize what true independence costs. Original post. I was setting up Mia's new iPhone when she dropped the bomb. We'd been together 3 years, living together for 1. I need you to stop. We stop what? Setting up your phone. Stop doing everything for me. I'm not a child. You asked me to set this up. That's the problem. I always ask and you always do it. You're making me dependent. Looking at her half-configured phone. So should I stop now or finish this? See? You're doing it again, making decisions for me. Okay, what would you like? Snatching the phone. I want to be independent. Stop paying for everything. Stop handling my tech stuff. Stop managing our schedules. I need to stand on my own feet. All right? Just like that? You want independence. I respect that. She seemed surprised I didn't argue. Background. Mia came from money. Parents handled everything until college, where she dated guys who continued the pattern. I'd fallen into it too, paying for dinners, managing her laptop issues, handling apartment stuff, even doing her taxes because numbers stress her out. That night, I made a list. Her phone bill, $85 per month on my family plan, streaming services on my accounts, her car insurance on my policy for the multi-car discount, rent, I'd been covering 70% because I earned more, utilities all in my name, her credit card authorized user on mine for the points. Next morning, Saturday, I started the independence process. So I calculated your portion of expenses. Rent is $800. Your half of utilities usually runs about $150. Groceries. Wait, what? Half? You wanted independence. Independent people pay their own way. But you make more. Which is why I was happy to pay more. But you want to be independent. I didn't mean financially. Financial independence is part of independence. Her face did this thing where she wanted to argue but couldn't, without admitting she wanted my money while complaining about my support. Fine, whatever. I'll handle it. Started that week. Removed her from my streaming services. Sent her links to set up her own phone plan. Calculated her portion of rent/utilities. Stopped auto-paying her credit card. The first meltdown came Tuesday. She tried to watch Netflix. Why isn't Netflix working? That's my account, you'll need your own. Seriously? Over a streaming service? You wanted independence. Independent people have their own subscriptions. This is petty. This is what you asked for. She stormed off to set up her own accounts. Came back an hour later. Do you know how expensive everything is? Netflix, Hulu, HBO, Disney Plus, it's like $60 a month. Yeah, I've been paying that. I didn't realize. Now you're learning. That's independence. Wednesday, her phone got cut off. She hadn't set up her own plan. My phone isn't working. Did you set up your own plan like I sent you? I was going to. When? You could have warned me. I sent you the link Saturday. Texted you a reminder Monday. She had to use Wi-Fi calling until she figured it out. Took her 2 days and multiple calls to customer service because she'd never set up a phone plan before. She'd always been on family plans. Parents, then mine. But Friday was the real wake-up call. Rent was due. Mia, I don't have $800. Rent's due today. I know, but I just paid for all these subscriptions and my phone bill was $125. Why is it so expensive? You didn't get the family plan discount. Individual plans cost more. Can you cover me this month? That wouldn't be supporting your independence. Are you serious right now? You have savings, right? She did. But she'd never touched it because someone else always covered things. The look on her face when she had to transfer from savings was like I'd asked her to sell a kidney. Update 1. 2 weeks later. The entitlement came out in full force once reality hit. Mia wasn't prepared for actual independence. First, she tried emotional manipulation. Started leaving bills on the kitchen counter with sad faces drawn on them. Posted vague Instagram stories about when people show their true colors and missing when things were simple. Her friends started asking what was wrong. She told them I was financially abusing her by making her pay her own way. Her best friend Chloe called me. What's this about you cutting Mia off? I'm respecting her request for independence. By making her pay rent? By having her pay her half, yes. But you make more. She specifically asked me to stop doing everything for her. She didn't mean money. Money is part of everything. That's manipulation. It's literally what she asked for. The smear campaign started. Mia posted on Facebook about financial abuse in relationships and how some men use money to control women. Tagged me. Comments were mixed. Girl, you asked for independence though. Making you pay your own bills isn't abuse, hun. Wait, he was paying for everything before? But some friends bought it. Men who hold money over women's heads are trash. I didn't respond. Just screenshotted everything. Then came the car insurance incident. Her policy renewal hit. She'd been on mine, paying maybe $50 a month for the multi-car discount. Her solo policy, $180. Insurance wants $180. That's insane. Yeah, individual policies cost more. This is stupid. Put me back on yours. That wouldn't be independent. Stop throwing that in my face. I'm not. I'm respecting your wishes. She had a meltdown, full screaming about how I was sabotaging her, recorded it on my phone, single-party consent state. You want me to fail. You're enjoying this. I'm giving you what you asked for. I didn't know it would be like this. Now you're learning. You're supposed to support me. I did. You said it was making you dependent. She tried to get her parents involved. They'd always bailed her out before. But they were on a month-long cruise, unreachable except for emergencies. She couldn't exactly claim I have to pay my own bills as an emergency. So she escalated to social media manipulation, posted a tearful video about toxic relationships where partners punish you for wanting growth, tagged our mutual friends. The video backfired spectacularly. See, she accidentally included part where she admitted she'd asked for independence. Comments turned brutal. So you wanted independence but not the bills? This is embarrassing. Delete this. Adulting is hard, huh? She deleted it after an hour, but not before I saved it. Her credit card bill came, the one she'd been an authorized user on. I'd removed her, so now she needed her own. Problem? Her credit was shit because she'd never built any. The only card she qualified for had a $500 limit and 24% APR. Mia, this is predatory. My rate is insane. That's what happens with no credit history. But I had great credit. You were using mine. That's not the same. Reality was hitting hard. She'd never grocery shopped on a budget, never compared insurance rates, never dealt with utility companies. Every adulting task was a new nightmare for her. Best part? Her independence Instagram posts stopped. Hard to post about being a boss babe when you're Googling, why is my electricity bill so high, and how to cook rice without a rice cooker, because you can't afford one. Update 2. 1 month later, the spiral accelerated. Mia couldn't handle actual adulting, and her entitlement went nuclear. First, she tried to move back to the financial arrangement we had before. Showed up with a whole PowerPoint, I shit you not, about equitable financial distribution based on income percentages. Basically wanted me to go back to paying 70% of everything. Me, I thought you wanted independence? I want equity. Last month you wanted independence, which is it? You're twisting my words. Me, I'm literally quoting you. She posted the PowerPoint on social media with a caption about educating toxic men about financial equity. The comments destroyed her. Didn't you just post about wanting independence? Girl, this is embarrassing. So independence until the bills come due? Then she made a crucial mistake. She went on a rant in our building's Facebook group about financial abuse and tagged me. Problem? Our neighbors had seen her Instagram stories for 3 years. Fancy dinners, weekend trips, shopping hauls, all funded by me. Neighbor commented, weren't you just in Cabo last month? Another, I've seen him carrying your shopping bags every weekend for years. The building manager DM'd me. Is everything okay? This seems volatile. She'd basically outed herself as a spoiled brat to everyone we lived near. But the real consequences started hitting. 1. She missed a credit card payment because she forgot, never had to remember before. Late fee plus interest, $65. 2. Didn't understand her phone plan had data limits. Overages, $45. 3. Thought electricity was flat rate, ran AC constantly. Bill equals $280. 4. Groceries. Oh God, the groceries. She'd never shopped on budget. First week she spent $200 on organic everything and specialty items. By week 3 she was Googling cheap meal ideas. Her breaking point came with her car. She'd never dealt with maintenance. Oil change light came on. "Mia, my car says it needs service. You better get that done." "Where do I go?" "Me Google mechanics nearby." "Which one?" "Your choice. You're independent." She went to the dealership, paid $150 for an oil change because she didn't know to shop around. They told her she needed new tires soon, quoted $800. Crying, "I can't afford this." "Maybe check other tire places for quotes." "I don't know how. You always handled this." "Me, YouTube has tutorials." She lost it. Full meltdown about how I was setting her up to fail and enjoying her suffering. Posted another video rant. This time her family saw it. Her mom called me from the cruise ship. "Mom, what's going on?" Mia's hysterical about money. She wanted financial independence. I'm respecting that. By making her pay bills? Me? By having her pay her own bills? Yes. That's not how relationships work. She specifically asked me to stop doing everything for her. She didn't mean it. Then she should have said that. Her dad grabbed the phone. "Just put things back how they were. We'll talk to her about gratitude when we're back." No, she wanted independence. She's getting it. This is ridiculous. This is what she asked for. They hung up on me. Final update. 2 months later. The complete collapse was spectacular. Mia couldn't sustain actual independence, and her entitled meltdowns destroyed her reputation. First, the financial reality. Maxed out her credit card, $500 limit gone in weeks. Drained her savings account. Late on utilities, didn't know they'd shut them off. Car repo notice, missed 2 payments she forgot about. She tried everything, created a GoFundMe, help a young woman escape financial abuse. Posted Venmo requests to random Facebook groups, DM'd my coworkers asking if I was mentally stable, called my mom crying about how I'd changed. Each attempt backfired. The GoFundMe got reported and removed. People roasted her Venmo requests. My coworkers showed me her messages. My mom already knew the story and told her independence has a price. The final straw was when she contacted my ex, Rachel, trying to build some coalition of women I'd financially abused. Rachel laughed and posted the messages publicly. "Babe, he paid for everything when we dated too. I just had the decency to appreciate it instead of demanding independence while spending his money." Her social circle imploded. Turns out, most of her friends were only around for the lifestyle. No more brunches, no more girls' trips, no more shopping days. They scattered like roaches. She lasted 67 days. I came home to find her stuff gone and a note. "Moving back with parents. I hope you're happy. You destroyed my life over a comment. I just wanted some respect, not poverty. You're cruel." Her parents paid to break her lease, moved her back home, and put her on their phone plan again. Full circle. But the internet is forever. Her meltdown videos, the entitled posts, the financial abuse claims, all screenshotted and shared. She became a meme in our city's Reddit. Someone made a TikTok compilation, "Girl discovers bills exist." 2.3 million views. She tried to rebuild her image. New Instagram, life coach aesthetic, posts about growth through adversity. But anyone who Googled her found the videos. Job interviews went nowhere. Employers saw the entitled rants about work being oppressive and bills being unfair. Last I heard through mutual friends, living in her childhood bedroom at 27, working part-time at her dad's company, only job she could get, dating some guy her parents introduced her to, posts motivational quotes about Phoenix rising from ashes. Meanwhile, I kept the apartment, she broke lease. Got promoted, no drama distractions. Started dating Priya, who has her own career and insists on splitting checks. Saved enough to buy a condo, saw Mia at a coffee shop last week. She was with her mom, who was paying. We made eye contact. She looked away quickly. Her mom glared at me like I was Satan himself. Overheard her mom say, "See? This is why I told you not to demand things you don't actually want." "Can we just go?" Her mom, "After I pay, since you can't afford coffee." Brutal, but accurate. The texts still come occasionally, usually late night, probably wine-fueled. "I just wanted to feel respected. You could have just talked to me. Was destroying me worth it?" I never respond. She wanted independence. She got it. Turns out independence includes independence from someone else's support, sympathy, and savings. Funny thing about demanding independence, you might actually get it. And real independence, it's expensive as hell. Something Mia learned about 67 days too late. Her last Instagram post before going private? Sometimes the most expensive lessons are the most valuable. Yeah, Mia, they sure are.